Here's Durant. To the middle. Here's Easton. And Gobert with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
How about that finish? Not sure if he needed to get that fancy, but it'll be a nice adrenaline burst for him.
Randall with a steal. And there's the lob. Easton with a steal. Inside. Here's Smith. Thompson. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and that one, no
highlight show out there.
Powered it down.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniels' athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Thompson. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Easton with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Smith. Left side Easton. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards for three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Rockets trail by 9. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
To the wing, right side. Houston working the ball around. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Shoots from the right block. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 9. There's the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Again, the miss by Edwards.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in Athens, and he can get downhill. Back to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And we've got 28 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Adams. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Conley. First shot won't go. On the wing, Finney Smith. Pass to Shepard. Back to Okogie. Gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
The Timberwolves 16.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Now here's Şengün. He's scoreless. Pass to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Should have shot that a little bit. Don't be scared to let that shot up, bro.
Minnesota leading by 9. Now Conley. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Finney-Smith. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
For 3, Conley.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Timeout. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe. Ingles. That's his first foul. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Back to Durant. And too long on the shot. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Pass to Gobert. Now Randall. Back to Gobert. And he can't jam it through.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Come on, little bro. You good? Come on, little bro. You good, little bro? Come on, little bro.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. Thompson with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Here's Durant. And the shot no good. A bit short. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anything.
Thompson. Offensive board. No good that time. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Randall. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post passing gets overlooked sometimes, too. Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Randall. Puts up a 3. Gobert. For 3, DiVincenzo. He drops it from range. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Rockets trail by 12. Pass to Eason. Back to Thompson. Outside Eason. Now here's Durant. Houston working the ball around. Outside Eason. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
From deep, Conley. It's hauled in by Houston.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Second team foul.
Pass to Smith. KD gets a step. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Clear the way. When Durant is moving like this, you know he's focused on throwing it down.
It's Thompson, high post. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
So we conclude the first half. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the clock.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Brian, back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Minnesota leading by 6. Takes the 3. DiVincenzo can't hit. And here are the Rockets now. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added...
Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
The shot's good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Thompson. Now Şengün. Back to Thompson. Outside Eason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith outside. Here's Durant. And another miss by Houston. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Here's Randall. Back to Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Smith outside. On the wing, Thompson. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Thompson. Gobert with the double. Just 4 to shoot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Houston making a change here. Minnesota leading by 12. From 15 feet away. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 11 points.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant. Reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Here's Randall. Minnesota again missing. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. 15-point game. Houston working the ball around. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Rockets now.
Substitution
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Durant. To the inside. Here's Adams. Just 3 to shoot. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Okogie on the wing. Houston with another miss. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-5 run. Rockets trail by 18. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Yeah, and you got to have some hang time to pull that off. They get it again. Pass to Reed. Clark outside. Reed sets a screen. And it's Clark on the take. A slam dunk by Reed.
What a statement by Naz Reid, showing you what happens when his team is in rhythm like this.
Here's Shepard to the paint. Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Back to Adams. And here's Tate outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The T-Wolves on top.
The Timberwolves, 41.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Rockets trail by 18. Driving in. And that one is hammered home.
I love the decision there by Shepard to challenge the lane.
Adams comes with a double. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Here's Dillingham. Outside McDaniels. From deep three-point land. Pass to Randall. Here is DiVincenzo. Shoots over Shepard. Back to Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Shoots over Shepard. Out to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside, Finney-Smith. Here's Şengün. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Now here's Şengün. Back to Okogie. Double by Randall. To the middle. Adams, shot's good.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
DiVincenzo driving.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Timberwolves making a switch here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Rockets trail by 14. Now Eason. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Randall on the screen. Edwards! Can't hit it. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Durant. Katie jams it straight down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bouts like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk. What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
McDaniels with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 14. Edwards with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent. He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Eason outside. Shoots from 8. Here's Şengün. Smith outside. From deep. Gobert pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Houston has possession. Trailing by 13. Gobert pulls it down. Edwards. Oh, impressive footwork down low.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
He only hang with the had a neck, 'cause in real life, Lord knows I'm